Are we on the internet?
Did you know that the King of Hearts is the only king without a mustache?
Ooh, I bet those rides were good. Good evening, and welcome to an all-new Talks Machina. My name is Brian W. Foster, and I will be your host for as long as legally possible. Tonight, we will be discussing Critical Role Campaign 2, Episode 24, The Hour of Honor, with my guests, Taliesin Jaffe and Marisha Ray. Oh, look.
Oh, hey, Brian.
Guys, guys,
You're the best
quit
host.
playing with your minis. Hit it, Chief.
You're the best host.
Good evening. We're back. Hello. Welcome, esteemed panel of guests. There's two of them tonight. Yep, that's
Two.
1, 2. Yep, both of you.
That was pretty awkward.
Guys,
Hi.
what happened there? Was someone sitting on Plushy Jester?
I was sitting on Plushy Jester. It was uncomfortable.
I heard
Poor Jester.
I heard a voice that said, "Oh, please don't sit on me anymore." And I was like, "Oh man, what was that?"
All the plushies in this building to sit on.
So
Yeah.
many plushies.
There are a lot of plushies in this building.
If you sit on the, yeah, now you're just smashing
Now
your
it's just
face. If you sit on the Mercer pillow, he says, "Lord have Mercer."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Only if you make a wish, though.
Only if you make a wish before you stand up. Yeah. Well, guys, we should probably start the show.
Yeah.
A couple of announcements before we dive into episode 24. Guys, holy shit. We have Critical Role minis, as you saw in our cold open. They sit before me on this coffee table, painted, unpainted, some beautiful, some
They all
also
come
beautiful,
unpainted.
but unpainted and short and tall and all kinds of different shapes and sizes.
Oh, man.
Look at them.
Painted when you get them.
Yeah.
Painted for example of how gorgeous they could look.
How they actually look when they're all done. Look at the
All
look
done.
at all of the detail is just crazy. Even Frumpkin.
Yeah.
Man.
And some of these, this is old bow and new bow.
That's right, because you changed.
Pose changed a little bit.
Yeah, for those of you that are unaware, we actually teamed up with our friends over at Steamforged, who are amazing, as you can tell by their work that's sitting in front of us, to create special sets of both Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine, minis for both of them. For a link to the Kickstarter, or if you want to get more info on these guys, head over to critroll.com.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As of before the show, the Kickstarter was like 1,000% funded. So it's starting to give me some ideas of other things that I could kickstart, you know?
Yeah. Egg salad.
Huh?
Egg salad.
Egg salad. Hey guys, our YouTube channel is live. Not right now, but the channel is live. And we have a fancy new URL. Head to youtube.com/Critical Role and don't forget to subscribe.
There's like 2 videos on it.
Yeah, but watch
great.
them just
It's-
over
yeah.
and over and enjoy every minute of it. We have a little PSA for you guys. Both Talks Machina and Critical Role. Should I just look over here, Chief? Both Talks Machina and Critical Role will not be on the internet next week while we move into our brand new studio.
Yeah.
Yay moving.
Yay moving.
Yay moving.
Everyone's favorite pastime.
So much cleaning.
So much fun.
You know how the main rules of living in LA are A, never pick someone up from the airport or agree to, and
true.
never help someone move, you know, if you want a happy life here. But
First one was harder before Uber, but now I
True.
feel like no one really holds it against you if you're like, figure out your way here.
No,
man.
I will
I'll
pay
get you
for
an
your
Uber.
Uber.
Yeah, I'll pay
I
for
will
your
pay
Uber.
for your Lyft if I don't have to come pick you up.
yeah, it's actually better for me to just pay and not spend that time with you. Yeah, so no shows next week, guys. While we move to our new studio, we'll be back online with Talks Machina on July 10th, which is when we will be discussing this Thursday's episode of Critical Role, since we're off next week.
Yes.
And finally, another announcement. Jason Charles Miller's
That's it. You got it.
Got it.
Nailed it.
You nailed it.
new
One
album,
take.
In the Wasteland, is available now, guys. It's available now.
Gasp.
You want to wait for this? You can't. It's out there already. The album is available everywhere music is streamed or sold. We love Jason. Did the theme song for Critical Role.
Yes.
Also did the theme song for this show.
Yes.
And a lot of other amazing music. If you like rock, country, or metal music, you'll like In the Wasteland.
Yeah. You did the Signal Boost theme?
Yes, he did.
Isn't this
You
cool?
did that one?
I don't know what it means, but I like it.
I think it needs to be a belt buckle eventually. It
Well,
really
it's
feels like.
his
a J, a
initials.
C, and an M in there. But I
Right,
mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what does this device do, I wonder? I bet he has a whole backstory for it.
Did he actually get that
Should we call him and
blacksmith?
ask
That'd be
about?
cool.
No, we don't have time.
Astrolabe to me.
Does look like an
What'd you say? It
astrolabe.
looks like Astroglide?
Astrolabe.
An Astrolube. Okay. Said it looks. Chris Lockey said it looks like an Astrolube. And
I'm
finally,
gonna fight that one.
did you want me to throw it, Max?
Oh, is that a thing?
Oh, that's
Whoa.
a great idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was wow.
We are athletic.
I thought he was motioning to you guys to give him some of that candy you're eating over there.
We have no candy. Don't lie.
Well, not anymore. There's no candy over there. Finally, tonight after dark, I'll be on Asinine Wisdom for the season premiere on a little website called Alpha. I will be making a wardrobe change between shows too, so
Thank God. Really.
stick around because I brought something spectacular.
I should have lent you my new jacket.
Oh, I don't know. It might have been too
Oh.
much.
That's true. It is almost too much. I'm
Yeah.
not proud of
It's
that
pretty
jacket.
great.
It's pretty great.
I
new
liked
jacket.
its sweater sleeves.
Thank you.
Ooh, should wear it.
Anyway.
Never mind. Should wear it. Never mind.
Gen Con.
Gen Con.
Gen Con.
Jernkern.
We're all gonna be
Gen Con.
looking good for Gen Con.
Yeah.
Should we tell people our plan or wait? My plan?
Do we, I mean, like, we
Oh.
could surprise them.
That's
Yeah.
up to you.
I mean, that's
Okay.
up to you, but I mean, like, I think they'll like the surprise.
Yeah, you'll like this.
We're just gonna top ourselves.
We're
Let's
just gonna
say that.
top. We're gonna top a lot of things from last year. We obviously have no idea what Sam is cooking up in his head
He's been
because
avoiding us.
last year was definitely a surprise when he walked in that
You can't
pre-cube.
predict.
It was
Yeah.
a horror of its own,
Yeah.
and then post-cube it became so much more.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
So much more.
Cannot gleam the key.
So much lots.
Hey, best part about moving to a new studio, guys? New studio has a Danny cam. Starting in 2 weeks. Talks Machina, a Danny cam. The fans asked for it. We listened to the fans. They wanted a Danny cam. Now Danny's like, shit, I have to actually.
Have you tried
Can't wear
turning Danny on and off
sweats
again?
and,
Because I
like,
think
yeah.
you just broke Danny.
Good.
Make me
good.
put makeup on Tuesdays. God damn it.
Yep, she got wear makeup on Tuesdays now. Oh, I do it every week. Don't worry. I'm caked right now. Without further ado, let us discuss episode 24 of Critical Role Campaign 2, The Hour of Honor.
Woo!
Nice. That's a
you.
Jason Charles Miller
That
impression.
was right there.
Guys, some crit roll stats for episode
Yes.
24. Bo made the Mighty Nine's 100th natural one. Yes.
We need a confetti thing right here. Just
I know.
You failed 100 times.
Let's not toss the place before we leave
Congratulations.
it.
just a big flag. This is
but
everyone.
think-
Yeah. Oh, this was just like my graduation.
Yeah.
Think about how much those early episode natural ones benefited charity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So
good.
much.
A lot of those were
So much monies.
$400 a piece.
I know. It's fancy.
That natural one, the 100th one, was by failing to snatch the tip from the dancer. A memorable one. A memorable one. Not like an insight check to see if the barkeep was lying about how long it's been since Gerald threw up. Nope. Failing to snatch the tip from the dancer.
When you say it like that, it sounds so terrible.
It's
To be
great.
fair, trying to intercept money that was meant for a dancer. I mean, to be fair.
It's on brand. This is definitely on brand. Bo is still leading the natural 20 count as well. Did he give you some sort of golden snitch for this season? What's the deal?
No,
have
I
the bad ones
attacked.
and
I
the-
sometimes attack 3 times though, 3 or 4 times, depending on. I roll a lot.
Like many of us in life, you have very high highs and very low lows.
Of course, it's just life. D&D.
You've got
It's life.
35 natural 20 so far.
It's pretty cool.
And you have roughly the same crit rate as Percy at the same roll total, about 7.81%.
I'm coming for you.
Spoiler alert
You are,
for
to be fair,
campaign
also
one.
sitting in my old chair.
It was the chair.
Oh,
It's the chair all along.
We have a lot of chair juju
we may have.
talked
in this
about that
channel.
lately.
There is, yeah.
Because the 2 people who died on both Dread and Madness were in the same chair.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
There's chair juju.
Is there any cool juju with my chair on this set, or does it
I
have
don't want
any?
to know about any juju happening in your.
As a matter of fact, I don't either.
Looks a little wet.
No, I want to know.
Okay.
Hey guys, Molly's crit rate is still better than average at 6.19%. He's third on the total nat 20 count with 18, just behind Not's 19. So you got Bo, Not, and then you
I got
for
a
nat 20s.
damn high lead though.
Yeah.
35.
Well, you saw what I'm bringing next week or on Thursday, so that should maybe that'll.
It's true.
I'm
Oh,
very
I
excited.
saw it
True.
today too.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
drop cam got a sample.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
don't
people
think they
watching the
noticed.
drop cam got a little
Yeah, I
taste?
don't think they noticed though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It'll be fun.
Easter eggs already. We've just begun. Guys, our questions tonight come from the internet, and they begin.
Hot lava. Okay.
Hot lava, watch out. And they begin with a question from Goobosaurus Rex.
I love how you acted like you pulled that randomly.
Yep.
Like it's bingo.
Ding. Yeah, they just appear on my. Yeah, this is Goobosaurus Rex for both of you. How does it feel playing mysterious and badass characters who got robbed by a bunch of kids?
I am a serious badass who's been robbed by a bunch of kids. I feel like that's fucking typecasting.
Yeah.
Who hasn't been robbed by a bunch of kids before?
It
Jesus.
feels like it's always kids.
Kids are fucking.
Kids will rob you.
Kids are rob. Kids will
My
rob
old
you.
man used to always say, "Kids will rob you." You got anything about having kids? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They'll rob you.
Yeah.
Better watch out.
That age-old adage.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever been robbed by
Yeah,
anyone
man.
older than me. It's usually younger people. Yeah.
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 Just saying.
Old people have money. Kids
Yeah.
don't.
That's true. Now let's talk about your characters.
Oh well.
Freaking furious. So pissed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm impressed, but still super angry about it.
Molly doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because he's what's the I'm trying to remember the old saying is the I don't mind that you're holding I don't mind that you're holding 6 aces in your hand right now in this match. I just want to know where the other 4 came from in my hand as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, exactly.
he's used to people being kind of bullshitty. He has a little respect for what they did, and they were there was
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Bo just doesn't like getting got.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
You did get got.
I get got
You got got.
I got
real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next shirt will not be I got.
I got.
just to get that out.
I watched Critical Role and got.
I was really hoping I could cure drunkenness entirely. By the way, with that.
You
with that.
helped.
I know. I think on a better roll, I could actually maybe Matt
think-
will let me use
Yeah.
that as a sobriety test.
Pretty rad.
Man, I
cool.
wish I had a fridge full of cure drunkenness.
You just have to take 6 hit points every time I do it.
Oh.
Well, actually, no. He let me do it as a base roll. No, did I have to amplify it?
What are you guys up to now, hit point wise?
I'm not triple digits yet or anything, but I'm okay.
I'm like 44.
Okay. Yeah.
44.
I'm in the
I think I'm a-
50s, but I take like anytime I activate my swords, if I activate both swords, it's negative 10 hit points immediately.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Wow, they had to nerf you. You'd be too powerful.
Too
otherwise.
much, too quick.
Next question comes from Gabriel Chandler for Taliesin. How much of Molly's desire to stay with the 9 is driven by his fascination with this bunch of misfits? And how much is it because he's starting to care for them, or do those two feelings go hand in hand? Sorry, this one's worded a little fucker.
Oh no! I'll say it's kind of none of the. Well, I'll get around it. He is never in his conscious life not been around a group of people, he is literally has no memory of ever being alone. So it is not a state that he is excited to delve into, and he is very, very comfortable with complex group dynamics. This is the thing he got very used to very quickly. So this feels very comfortable, and is not really in the mood to alter that very much.
Yeah.
He quite likes everybody, but he's also aware that they need to learn how groups like this function, and is kind of trying to get everybody a little bit on the right path of, here's the deal: is you fuck everybody over, but you don't fuck these are like 8 people you don't fuck over.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Papa Molly.
Yeah, I mean, like, it feels a little weird, but
Oh, Papa. Papa Molly.
Papa Molly.
Papa Molly.
Papa Molly.
Papa Molly.
Hi.
Papa Molly.
Has it been a rough day? Has it been a rough day? Papa Molly.
Papa Molly.
Papa Molly's here.
Also, not a shirt
Also,
we're gonna
guys.
be making.
Not gonna be a shirt. Papa Molly.
Not gonna be a shirt.
Oh man.
I
Feeling
love
blue?
this show.
Yeah, I have a
This is
picture.
where all of our bad jokes
It has a
come
picture of Molly Mock, and it says "Feeling Blue." Papa Molly.
Yeah, let's really. Oh Lord.
Don't do drugs, kids. Or you'll end up like me. Marisha.
Yeah.
Question from Shane Wood Dowd.
Yeah.
Bo has gotten noticeably kinder since the bullfrontation, at least within the Mighty Nine.
Oh, I like that so much better
I know,
than
it's-
Bullgate.
It's this campaign's version of Broomgate. It's
I love it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm into it.
bullfrontation.
Bullfrontation. Yeah.
Bo has gotten noticeably kinder since the bullfrontation, at least within the Mighty Nine. Was this intentional, or has she just had less cause for assholery?
No, it was intentional. I think that moment reminded Bo why people aren't friends with her.
Yeah.
And it's something that she's actively been trying to work on far before meeting up with the Nine.
Yeah.
But working with groups can bring stuff out of you. So yeah, no, she feels like she lost her cool, and
There's nothing quite like having someone say you were right, but it doesn't matter because you were such an asshole about it that no one cares anyway.
yeah,
Like, ah!
yeah, totally,
Yeah.
totally.
I was with you that whole thing, by the way. I'm just
Thank
putting
you.
that out there.
Thank you. Bullfrontation lives.
Bullfrontation. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Shane Wood Dowd, for that.
You just don't have to be controlling about it. That's all.
No, you gotta.
You just got to communicate what you want to do.
Communicate.
It all comes down to communication, doesn't it, guys?
It's kind of true.
Yeah.
People like being told things.
It's true. Yeah.
I have no.
People
no
like being
experience
asked
with
things, you know.
People like
somebody
being asked.
sounds like somebody finally gave a shit about Bo's backstory.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun.
We're gonna get to that in a
that. I
second.
still
Okay.
don't. That makes you feel better. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Still right
does
in the
Molly
world.
really care about anybody's
No, he doesn't care about
backstory
anybody's
right now?
backstory.
It doesn't
He never
seem
cares
like
about anybody's
yeah.
backstory.
It seems
Is
like
it because he has no backstory?
Yes, he doesn't see
Yeah.
what the point of them is.
he doesn't see what the point of him is.
No, it's.
I've never had much use for those.
That feels like something an X-Files character would say.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm just gonna keep watching you until you do something awful, and then we'll have a conversation. Until then, I don't care where the fuck
Yeah.
you're from. Probably don't want to know. It's probably gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. It's usually gross.
It's probably gross.
I'm not saying
yeah.
he's right about that, but that's definitely.
Sure. We're never saying our characters are right
Right.
about
No.
anything.
No.
Ever.
That's usually pretty clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people get confused about that. Guys, Beauregard has a question for Taliesin.
Oh.
This is one of my favorite questions of the night. How close was the Hupperdook nightlife to an average night out for you?
Oh.
Folks at home would like to know.
Depends on the club.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, like there was some good clubbing this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, Matt knows more or less what we get up to. Yeah.
The bouncer at
Yeah,
Booty
but the
knew
people
who
at
we
home
were.
don't.
Yeah,
so
that's
tell
true.
us.
That was really cool. Maybe he's watching.
The
right now.
bouncer at Booty knew who we were. That was
Oh,
fucking
really?
awesome. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that
cool.
happened.
He was like, "Can I see your ID?" Great episode last night, by the way. I was like,
Whoa,
It was
that's
crazy,
cool.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Shout out to you, bouncer.
yeah. And shout out for still doing your job and
Yeah.
asking my ID.
Oh yeah. Booty's always
What
a
if I had a
good
fake?
nightlife.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, like it was a fun representation of a certain kind of going out. But yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
The other stuff we'll save for After Dark. That's fine. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No exclusives. Marisha.
Yeah.
L. Ailurophile, I surely got that one right, wants to know, how excited are you to have finally gotten out some of Bo's backstory?
Oh, it's
about
nice.
time.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I see often people being confused and you don't understand and
Why
just,
she's the way she is.
Yeah.
Or why you're playing her the way you are.
Exactly.
Right.
Knowing a little bit more about people always breeds understanding, I think. So yeah, no, it was good. I saw someone ask, I apologize if it's in there somewhere, but someone was asking about if I thought that you guys were uninterested in my backstory, or if it was because of the way I play my character, which I hope it's the latter. I don't think that you guys are completely uninterested in my backstory, considering I've talked to people on the side. But I had this conversation with Matt where, because you're always kind of doing a little bit of like a social experiment whenever you jump into these D&D characters.
Right.
That's the joy of D&D. You get to act as these people would, and that breeds empathy and how they relate to other people in the real world. And I started noticing, like, and Bo kind of has a thing where she deflects a lot. I don't know if people have noticed, but if people start focusing on her too much, she'll go, yeah, well, what about Ford, though?
Yeah.
And it kind of has worked every time in a way that I'm kind of surprised at. But I built this character who puts up walls, and surprise, surprise, when you put up walls, I think people find it hard to ask you questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was perfectly willing to wait for backstories to hit when they became pertinent, of just having one of those things where people just didn't talk about it until they're like, oh God, it's my brother, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, okay, what? Yeah, definitely having a bit of that.
Of course, like, mind you, not got out like that much of my backstory.
Yeah. Wasn't
because
a lot.
it wasn't too much. There's still a ton to know, because once again, Bo's only going to tell you so much at a time. She's going to tell you what you think you need to know in the moment. But yeah, it's
Part of the backstory is you're not going to get a lot of backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. But yeah, it definitely been like thinking about it a lot, and just like the way people will react to you. Because like I said, all these are kind of little pocket social experiments, and I think when you put up that wall that's like, don't talk to me, it apparently works pretty damn well.
How do you think the group reacted?
To the backstory?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody.
Yeah. How do you feel
Maybe
about
that
how
was
they reacted
interesting.
in the game?
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I think good enough.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell,
It is,
I
right?
think,
Yeah.
when, I'm only saying so much, and
Plus, I feel like everybody's reading so much into everybody's backstories because they end up being so layered that it's like you're paying attention, but you're also going, how's this going to come back to bite all of us in the ass?
Everything you're saying is eventually going to come back and be terrible at some point. 'Cause
exactly.
And I only
Yep.
had the interaction with Not, but it's always funny when you're having those side conversations in game, but I'm still hearing Liam and Travis next to me be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's all I had to base my reactions off of.
Yeah. Well, those grunts usually mean good things. I mean, whenever I've been privileged enough to hear them, they've been under good circumstances.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's a "you're fired" text from Travis. Taliesin, distract us from that with an answer to this question from Chris and Tia. Oh, it's Chris and Tia. No, it's not. How was it to let your Ren Fair side out? Was the high energy because Molly had never seen anything like the Raving Gnomes, or is that just how Molly is at all huge events like that?
That's just how Molly is.
That's just how Molly
He's a big believer in playing hard. He's actually, this is the interesting thing, is was touring with the circus for like 2 years. He's seen a huge chunk of this countryside. He has just literally never bothered learning the name of any town he went to. Because why bother? There's like 5 that made an impression, and we have not hit any of them yet.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Because who cares? I mean,
Yeah.
like that's. I mean, like it took me years to even learn like the name of the place we were setting up Northern Fair when I was working Northern Fair. I'm like, I don't care.
City names and backstories.
Yeah.
Who needs
Who
them?
needs them? It's just, he basically functionally illiterate. He really doesn't need a lot.
Yeah.
He's not a smart guy. Yeah, no, that's just, you see a party, yeah, he sees a party, he says like, I'm into this and I'm just gonna meet and if not exceed the energy level of wherever I'm at.
Yeah. Kind of like you.
Okay, thank you. Well,
Yeah.
okay, I'm getting, my back's starting to hurt, my knees are getting a little weird, but other than that, yeah.
But that's just because you're an icon. Oh, yes, I'm sad we missed that.
finger.
Yeah, there you go. Marisha,
Yeah.
Kyle with an N, our friend Lyle. How does Bo feel about Not, given that she appeared comfortable enough to share part of her backstory with her? Did her feelings change any when Not used that knowledge to try to guilt her into going along with the jailbreak plan?
Yeah, that was. That was actually that second part of that question is what I was referring to when when Not was trying to be like, so Bo, how do you feel about orphans? You're gonna write, and I think it was like Jester that was like, what, Bo? And I was like, what? We're talking about Bo. Why aren't we talking about Ford though? Am I right?
Yeah. Classic deflection.
Classic. Yeah.
You deflect not only with your moves, but also with your moods.
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think she felt comfortable enough with that, and in a certain, once again, we've been with each other now for long enough, and she asked. It's not that Bo, like I said, it's not that Bo is really ever withholding information, just no one pried
No
hard
one really-
enough.
Yeah.
You know, and she's answered people's questions, and she's been truthful. Just there's definitely a point of omitting a lot. Short. Yeah. Every time someone's asked me anything, it's been a lot of yes and no question, or like, yeah, nope, nah.
Why are you so short?
But yeah, no, I mean, it was good. It was good to talk about things, right? Yeah. It's good to have friends.
This is so confrontational.
Oh,
not
this is
alone
so
in the world.
nerdy. Oh, this is so nerdy. Just kidding. Hey guys, you know what's not nerdy though?
Free stuff?
GIF of the week.
Give her the week. There we are.
Subliminal. Oh, that's hilarious. Guys, just go ahead and scroll up. I'm skipping all that. This week's winner was sent in for episode 24 by Carl Lorenzen, aka at Carl PFX. Let's take a look.
I'll run up and fire.
This one's amazing.
Oh my goodness! I didn't see
Your
this.
face as the bolt kind of slashes 20.
She drew a dick. She drew
Dicks.
dick.
I love that they just
Yep.
spelled out dicks.
Isn't that awesome? Hey, congrats to you, Carl. You have won this Critical Role mug, 8-bit, designed by our friend Mark Abernasty.
Man.
What's that?
Chewy.
What's the problem?
But
Is he here? Is the artist here, Mark? Mark Abernasty?
poor guy.
Mike Abysmal Nasty?
He's not even here to
And
defend himself.
this, he can defend himself on Twitter. Dallin's Closet Shyamalan shirt. Dalen's Closet Shyamalan Babes is what it says. And there's a
Shyamalan babes.
Shyamalan Babes. You know who you are. All right. Hey, guys, just a reminder, you can submit your gifts for our weekly contest by emailing them to, what is it, Danny?
Submit.
I got you, Chief. At ToxMachina.com. Moving on. Next part of the show, I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh,
Yay.
shit!
Bring out the rest of the cast. Let's have it. No, I'm kidding. Remember that Thordak fight?
I love that Thordak.
That thing is so huge. Look at the size of this thing, man.
big boy.
Look at it next to your minis.
Look at that big
Oh,
boy.
God.
Yeah, that's not fun.
That's a lot of dragon.
Yeah, that's too much dragon. All right, guys.
Good times. Good times.
Up next, a question from, who's it gonna be? Ultra Pensiero. Taliesin. Molly bought potions for insomnia and sleeping tea. Does he have trouble sleeping? Nightmares, maybe? Is he dealing with stress?
I am. Molly, on the other hand. I think he likes having options, and he was excited by the notion of it.
Yeah.
Seems like something also in this group that would be good to have on hand.
Yeah.
But no, Molly sleeps like a baby.
That's what happens when you have no conscience because you have no backstory.
I've wronged. Yeah, I've only got 2 years of wronging people and doing anything particularly criminal or terrible, so it makes
Only
life a
2
little
years?
easier.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I think he's only 2 years. 2 years is what I think I said.
2 years fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
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 Since so that's a pretty clean slate.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mic pack went up my butt and I had to move it.
That's okay.
Felt good for a second, then it started to hurt.
Mic pack problems.
Mostly these just seem to be exciting things to have if you're going to be drinking and partying, and
Yeah.
also if you're going to be running around with some people who are probably having some trouble sleeping. So
Yeah.
Need to make a short rest turn into a long rest?
yeah, I wish
Try some
I
sleepy
wish it would
time
do
tea.
that actually. That would
Yeah.
be amazing.
I know.
Like a sleepy time tea that makes a short rest into a long, like a nap tea. A little napping tea.
You nap for an hour, but you get the
get a long
benefits
rest?
of a long rest.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty
That's actually
tight.
something I wouldn't.
That sounds like
Get all
that
your
sounds like
spell
some
slots back.
expensive tea. Matt would
That
charge
would be very expensive.
so much money to
Yeah.
make us
Yeah.
do something like that.
Yeah, that would be.
1,000
But I'm
platinum.
kind of into it.
I think
That
it-
could be clutch.
How much was Knott's flask that doesn't run out? How much was that?
the
Look
infinite.
at me.
Danny?
No,
We're
that-
looking at you now.
I saw your eyes.
definitely are.
Marisha. I saw your eyes.
It's you, and you have the laptop. You know all.
It was a pretty reasonable amount.
It wasn't that much money.
Yeah, it wasn't that expensive to just get an infinite flask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, what if we did a line of okay, I'm looking at these minis and they're so beautiful, but do you guys remember Bratz?
Yes.
Bratz dolls? What if we did a line of those dressed up as all of you guys and we called them Crit Roll Brats? Crit Roll Brats.
I love that it almost came
And
out
then
as
like
Blatz.
Blatz. But then, you know, with all like the ponytails and stuff, that could be really
Yeah.
fun. I had a lot of those Bratz dolls growing up. Hey guys, for both of you, Taliesin passes out from shame.
Oh, I feel it.
Jennifer Reynolds Strange has a question for both of you. How do you feel about the relationship that's developing between Bo and Molly? Is it sibling-like, meaning annoy one another but kill anyone who would dare do the same? Or just the two friends who are just getting to know each other by picking on one another?
I'm waiting.
Do
for
we
you.
have other choices?
I mean, like, I think that there's a C, none of the above, but like.
They were nice enough to include two choices for you. I think you
Sure.
should
I think
either
that's pretty
choose
good.
one of those
yeah,
or make your
That's a
own.
good jumping off point. I don't know if I'd say siblings.
No, not quite siblings.
I'd say
Yeah.
an understanding for what I see in you that reminds me of me.
You're trying to be just nice enough that whatever I say is not going to be like you want to be a little nicer than whatever I'm going to say, because that way you'll have one up to me in this one, right?
Oh.
Well, Bo is the asshole in game. Can I not get this in real life?
Not anymore, man.
Nope.
I miss sitting next to you.
I know.
Oh yeah, there was a question about that. Do you guys, if you guys miss sitting next to each other, you just answered it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes.
We were very.
I love sitting next to Travis and Liam. Don't get me wrong.
I
Yeah,
love our.
Sitting next to
fun.
my bros.
That seems fun.
But yeah,
We had a lot of quiet snark. I miss the quiet snark.
yeah.
I'm actually.
250 gold, by the way.
Oh, 250 gold for the.
you all.
Cheap.
That's very cheap. He would charge way more for the other, yeah.
That's
For the tea.
basically bottle service of like 2 nights of bottle service at that point for infinite liquor at that point.
Wow.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't
Well,
know.
LA
I don't know.
prices.
Actually know what bottle service is or what
It's
it costs.
generally
but-
a lot more.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
But no, I like we're kind of. I mean, like Molly definitely has a respect for Bo. Understands.
Yeah.
I understand your value and what you're doing here, and I definitely he likes not liking you.
Yeah, it is sometimes
Yeah.
fun not liking things.
Yeah, it is. But like, it's a fun thing to not like. But yeah, he would definitely, it's not going to throw you in a pit or anything. Or...
No.
Oh, goodness.
I would never do that.
No,
No.
he's not going to bury you in a shallow grave or anything.
Yeah.
Now you just made it weird.
Hey guys, that's what
We'll
I
have to work on,
do.
like some sort of group attack too at some point.
I know.
Ooh.
I liked our kind
Yeah.
of cherry bomb inter situation.
Maybe you could do like a front flip, and then as you're getting over his head, you could grab his horns, and then when you land, you could like throw
suplex
him.
him into.
Yeah, and then that could hit a door, and then you guys could finally get through a door. No, you guys are
the
much
Mighty
better
Nine
at
have
doors
not had
this
door
campaign.
trouble yet.
No,
The Mighty
much
Nine
better
have
at
not
doors
had
this
door trouble
campaign. Thank God, because I think it was like 24, 26 hours worth of door drama in the last campaign total.
Was it that many hours?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Crit roll stats
There was
is
one
gonna
door in
verify that's
particular
not
that I
true.
remember being very irritated at, but beyond that, I don't know.
What door?
It
What?
was the door in the church in Whitestone.
In Whitestone, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Sam wasted like 3 spells trying to get
trying to
through
get that door.
and injured himself.
That's right. Trying to like break
Open the
through,
door.
open the door. Took like 10 points of damage too.
Yeah,
It's a
cut
decent
him- cut
amount.
himself.
Dang, really?
It was
Yeah.
like 8 or 10, I feel like,
my
because he
God.
like busted when I don't know. He did something messed up.
Cut himself with his own sword, trying to like. Oh,
That's
so dumb.
what it
So dumb.
was.
Yeah, he like held onto the other side
The
of the, they wedged the
sword.
sword through the door and they were trying to push it up. And he
Sliced
his
himself.
hand.
That's right. That's right. Good times.
Man,
Good
those were-
times.
Heady days.
Those were, yeah, heavy days. Taliesin,
Yeah.
speaking of gold, CD88 asks, why was Molly willing to give the bandits a third chance when they clearly just took his gold and ignored his advice after their first encounter?
He knew that they were going to ignore his advice, and they.
So he expects that of people.
Fellas got to eat. Oh yeah, no. People are dishonest, untrustworthy. Doesn't mean they're not okay.
Yeah.
It's just people got to eat.
Yeah.
They got humiliated again. Maybe they'll eventually
Eaters
get
gotta
through it.
eat. Yeah.
So. Yeah, he doesn't have a strong sense of I don't want to call it moral certainty. He's not a big believer in moral certainty, and he's only going to cast whatever judgments he immediately has, and beyond that, he's not really going to, they weren't particularly shitty to him. They just tried to rob him.
Yeah.
And robbed plenty of people without being shitty to them. I mean, there's a difference.
No, it is. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those are two
If
separate.
they had been dicks about it, that would have been a whole nother thing.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, legally, those are two separate things too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you just didn't give them enough time to be dicks. We did kind of stop them in their tracks.
They
both
had
sides.
so many opportunities to be shitty to us, other than just being like, "Give me all your stuff."
We were just shitty to them first, though.
Yeah. I mean, we are, but gotta
You
work
guys
on
are
that.
shitty to everybody first.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Good times.
Kids got to make a living. Whatever.
Marisha.
Yes.
Fen Litton asks, would Bo have liked to dance with the others, or was she content to just watch? Alternatively, whoa, that one's a tough one.
Throw shapes.
Alternatively,
Alternativity.
was she just flat out too drunk?
I think deep down inside, Bo was begging for them to ask her to dance,
Yeah.
but then she became the third choice, as I was reminded by Not. And Bo was going to be more hard-headed than that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think had not been an asshole about it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually might have joined in.
Yeah.
But then I was like, nah, fuck you. I'm a free dancer, even if that's true or not.
Yeah.
But no, I think it was a little bit of that. The girls at the pool table are braiding their hair and getting ready for their homecoming dance, and they're practicing a recital, and it's fine.
Yeah.
That's stupid anyway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that. It's stupid.
That's how I felt it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how I felt during prom.
Yeah.
Big time. Taliesin. Artist Someday asks, is Molly avoiding interacting with Kiri? Does he not
Yes.
want her to mimic him?
He doesn't care about the mimicking.
Oh,
He's
it's not about
avoiding.
the mimicking.
He's avoiding Kiri the same reason why you don't name animals you're gonna butcher,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is Kiri is adorable Kiri is either going to have to be dealt with at some point in the very near future, or is going to be a giant poof of feather and meat because no one bothered to take this child and put them somewhere safe.
Yeah,
So
6 hit
he's just
points.
like, I am not getting attached to this creature because one way or another this poor thing has to go.
Yeah.
It's either by our hand or by someone else's. So
I loved.
not
Yeah.
it's adorable. Not getting into it. We really have to address this eventually before
Yes.
it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
I loved when
6 hit points.
she said this week, "Do you want me to send a message or whatever?" I was like, "Oh,
So
yeah, gosh. Amazing." Marisha. Oh, this person is a big fan of yours. At Just Here for Marisha.
Oh, hi.
Even though it started out with an abduction, did Bo prefer living with the monks to living with her family?
Yes, in time.
In time.
In time, yeah. I think it took several months. But yeah, like Bo, she didn't really tell this to Not yet, but it's not that big of a spoiler. Bo wanted to like learn how to fight and specifically like fence as a kid growing up.
Yeah.
And her dad was like, nah. So I think, like I said, in a weird way, that's why she does feel like it kind of almost ended up being the best thing that he ever did for her, even though he doesn't clearly probably would see it that way. Or maybe he does. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she was rebellious through and through for a bit, but eventually I think realized, oh, these people can help me become a better me at what I am actually good at and what I want to do.
Yeah.
She's kind of got like a Punisher thing in that way. She's like, I'm gonna kill people no matter what. I could kill people for the good side,
Right.
or I could,
Yeah.
just be a terrible asshole.
Yeah.
Damn it, Frank.
Yeah.
That's my best Punisher.
Don't turn me on while I'm trying to do my show. Turn me on while I'm trying to do my show, guys. One more. Sorry. Zack Attack 78 has a question. Great band, by the way. Did you ever hear Zack Attack? What do y'all think of Jester cock blocking Ford every time he flirts with another woman?
That ain't cool, man.
Give a man a little bit of rope to hang himself with, you know? Is that what they say?
I think
You know that
that's a little
cliche?
backwards. I think it's not wrong. I think the context is a little wonky.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the context of that. Yeah, no, make a move or don't. Yeah. You don't put a deposit down on a place you ain't gonna stay, man. That's some bullshit.
Unless it's a whore.
Don't cash a check your ass can't cash or whatever. That's
Yeah,
another
no,
one they
like-
say.
like, you're either going for it or not, and like
Yeah.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
That's my feeling on it.
Seems like she's got a crush on him.
Can't call dibs on people, man. You got to do some shit.
Really?
You can't call dibs on people. It's just,
That's gonna be Molly's. That's gonna be Molly's life needs
Just can't
things
call
to
dibs on
live.
people.
Yeah, can't call dibs on
it's
people.
good advice.
It is. It is.
Very good advice. Well, I called dibs. Dibs, you can't call dibs on people.
Yes. That's amazing.
It's just doesn't. It's not how it works.
Let's get those shirts printed at once.
Oh, that's a shirt I'll print.
Hey guys, speaking of shirts, we're not giving one away right now, but it is time for Fan Art of the Week.
wearing one.
Our next giveaway is for you fans that create and send in incredible art from moments during Critical Role. It's time for Fan Art of the Week.
Big arms.
This week's fan art winner was sent in by Rebecca Strom, aka @Rebecca Roney. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
man.
There's an honorable
Wait till we zoom in.
Smorgasbord.
That it
Yes.
looks like a Goosebumps book. That's a great observation, Max.
that is a good time happening right there. That excites me.
It looks like it was glowing a little bit.
Guys, it looks like a Goosebumps book. Guys.
Terrible impression of Max.
Chris, can we get a Max mic?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. A resounding no, thank you.
No.
All right, we'll get a Danny Cam and we'll not get a Max mic. Hey, Thank you to everyone who submitted. Congrats to you, Rebecca. You have won this Vox Machina Origins comic signed by the cast of Critical Role.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh, even though, yeah, look at that thing. It's gorgeous. Eat slices,
I
it
will say,
dices,
I
it.
was-
Spoiler alert!
I was a little sad that I'm not on the cover. I will admit.
You're not
What?
comic.
I'm not in the comic at all.
Oh,
but
yeah,
the
you're
cover,
not in this
I
yet.
was okay not being in the comic. It was the cover because that's an artist I really like. So I was like, oh, I get to.
Oh, Steven.
Oh wait. Oh wait.
Isn't there
Your
like
time
a...
will come.
Yeah. No, Ashley and I both were
You and
like.
Pike.
Yeah, Ashley and I were both like, oh, we missed our first chance.
Oh, yeah.
There will be more. I know.
Hopefully there'll be more. That one's,
more.
did that one do well?
No.
Hey guys, even though we're not on the internet next week, please send in your fan art and gifts from this week's show, episode 25, and we'll do a giveaway on July 10th when we bring ourselves back online.
And bikinis.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, Taliesin. Paper Volcano says, you've spoken previously about Molly's strong personal morals. How does that fit with his willingness to use mind control and coercion style spells?
It's really easy to do if you are the center of your moral reality.
I decide what is considered right and wrong.
Which is, and he is definitely wrong about this, but he's definitely a deep believer of I am smart enough not to do anything wrong unless it's entirely by accident. So anything I do on purpose can't possibly be wrong because I'm never a wrong person.
Yeah.
I've met people like this. It's not necessarily that it works until it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's why in comics they're always like, these vigilantes taking the law into their own hands.
He is technically a worshiper of a god of lies, so that is another point to be sort of made and remembered that it is that.
So you don't have a backstory, but you have a religion.
I do have a religion. He found his religion after in the circus.
Oh, interesting.
So-
Okay, so post.
Oh yeah, no. If you're at that point of like I don't know who I am, and like somebody who's like having a god that is literally going, does it matter? And you're like, oh, thank you. Yeah, it's great.
Clean
I can say
slate.
whatever the fuck. I'm just gonna start saying random shit and just seeing how people react to it. That's great. Yeah,
That's fascinating.
That is
very
fascinating.
liberating. It's
Yeah.
a very liberating philosophy. And he also he. I don't know if you've noticed, but it tends to either be whenever he does use spells like that, it tends to be punitive or very specifically in the direction of something that is what he considers to be helpful for that person. It's not something that he just does. It's always a little bit of a slap back.
So there's consideration beforehand. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yes, it's definitely not anything any healthy normal person should do ever.
Yeah. No.
No one in D&D has that.
No.
Yeah.
No one fun.
We shouldn't go hunting for dragons, but we're gonna.
Or gonna.
Yeah.
Gonna bring them down.
Hey, this one's cool, Marisha. This is from Dovingly. What inspired Bo to remind Risa that she has a good father? What was going through her mind?
I think it was the recent talk with Not kind of had her thinking about Dad, and of course, like with anyone who acts out to try and get attention or acts out against their father, it's because they desperately want their father's approval.
Yeah.
Or at least attention.
Yeah.
So I think that there was always something in Bo that wanted a relationship or approval, and she saw everyone I think has that moment too sometimes where it's like she was basically watching Risa get frustrated in her dad being so overly proud, and he was doing the embarrassing father thing.
Yeah.
And for some people, they would kill for that, and some people don't have that. I was very lucky as a person where I do have a great relationship with my father.
Yeah, your dad's dope.
My dad's great.
Yeah.
I also recognize though that not everybody has that.
Yeah.
So I try not to take that for granted.
Yeah.
And that's all she was saying was
Yeah.
don't get it. I know parents can, everyone reaches those moments with your parents where you're like, I've been with you, visiting in town. You've been in my house now for over a week.
Well,
I can't.
it's been 4 days.
I love you so much, Mom. Bye.
Yeah.
So everyone reaches that point sometimes, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't acknowledge being like appreciative or just know
Yeah.
the value of what you have.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was kind of getting that from Risa in that moment. And
Yeah.
I don't think that would have happened had not just asked those questions and kind of put those thoughts in Bo's head.
Yeah, that
So,
makes sense. That makes sense. It was fresh on her mind. Yeah. Taliesin, Danny Spud 2 asks, Molly's very quick to offer worldly wisdom and advice despite only having been around for 2 years. Round is in quotes. How much of this is actually based on his experiences in the circus and how much is just him bullshitting?
It depends on who he's talking to. If it's somebody outside the group, he's usually bullshitting, but if it's inside the group, it would be, you learn a lot moving around and also being with a group of people that you know wherever you're going to go is going to be problematic and difficult.
Yeah.
So it's a lot, you can learn a lot in 2 years, especially he did have a baseline amount of information going in, like they kind of covered that he didn't have a past, but like I didn't have to like relearn how to talk really or anything like
Yeah, yeah.
but
Sure.
so there's information in his head. It's just not necessarily all useful information.
Yeah, I know how that is. We're gonna wrap up here in a little bit. No, we're not. We're going all night.
All night.
Geralt of Boring Trivia asks, Marisha, save us from Brian practicing his stand-up routine with an answer to this question. Stand-up.
There's-
No thanks.
No saving it.
I like to do my comedy seated. Is Bo's pride hurt after losing in the drinking contest? Being a party animal seems to be a pretty big part of her identity.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't like, no, I was the only one who lost.
I was holding on to that effect, by the way, because if we had gotten to a third person, like if we had gotten to the point where like one drink was gonna throw it.
Oh, sure.
I was gonna try and use that to throw the drinking contest. I was actually gonna. So I almost did it for you, but I'm like, no, now's not the time.
Sure.
So-
But it's okay. I felt like I both put up a good fight.
You rolled
I don't think that, because I got all the way. We were neck and neck except for that last roll. So I don't think Bo feels like she didn't prove that she held her own. It's
Yeah.
just,
How many years have
But
we,
yeah, I was like,
have we
"Damn
been
it."
playing D&D? I gotta ask, like, how many years have we been playing D&D, even before this game? Like 7 years? How many? I don't know how many.
oh,
Like
yeah.
2 camp.
7 years?
Never have been in a fucking drinking contest before.
Me neither, I guess.
Like I was like, how
No.
is this never a thing that we've been?
I don't think
we've
we
been in
have.
campaigns together for like 7 fucking years.
Yeah.
Never been in a drinking contest in a game.
Yeah, Grog did one with,
I've never been in one
But
before.
but we haven't. I haven't
yeah. You
personally
guys
done
haven't,
one.
yeah.
No, like
Whoa.
I've never. That was the first time I ever got into a in-game drinking contest.
Yeah.
And, like,
wow,
we played a lot.
I know.
God.
It was fun though.
many more to come.
Fun.
Yes.
Great hero.
Hey, Taliesin. Pac Fan Moore wants to know, does Molly's gung-ho, live for the moment attitude reflect his amnesia? Does he see his second take on life as an experience everything mentality?
Yes, he doesn't even know how many years he already, like, you wake up, you have no child, you're not going to have a childhood, you're not going to have teenage years, you're not going to have those a couple of the early adult years, so you're just like, he definitely feels like he's catching up, and it's very much I've already lost 18, 20 years, however, he doesn't really know how old he is, however many years are behind me, and then he has a sneaking suspicion that eventually this shit is going to catch up with him one way or the other, and he has a seeking suspicion he's not going to survive it. So definitely trying to get in everything right now,
Yeah.
because it could end very quickly at any moment. So
Yeah.
there's a real fear at the end of that. There's a definite fear of mortality.
Yeah. Interesting.
Deep
Yeah,
seated.
it seems like that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marisha, Cacophonous Kazoo wants to know.
Such a great handle.
That's a good one. The visceral anger at being pickpocketed right before y'all went to break was hilarious. Was that Bo's or Marisha's response to being robbed? Either way, can you give us some background on why the response was so strong?
Both! Both!
Both.
Yeah.
Both! You just stole my life savings.
Were you guys worried you weren't going to get it back?
Bo, Bo was like, we are not leaving this fucking town until we find these assholes.
Lebowski?
Someone
Yeah.
knew something. Like we knew, like Bo is gonna find her money, and I once again, I don't think you can get more money. You cannot get more pride
Yeah.
after
that's
you had
true.
your shit lifted by a bunch of kids.
Yeah, that's
I
definitely
mean, like,
true.
I could see you losing your shit if we like getting pickpocketed, like. I don't know. I was like imagining San Diego Comic-Con at like 3 a.m. and you're just
Oh,
like,
I would have been. No. I would have been livid.
Yeah.
I lost my leather jacket last year at Comic-Con, and I went on a 24-hour rampage, and that was over a leather jacket. It was a nice leather
That was a
jacket,
really
though.
nice leather jacket.
It was a very nice jacket,
Beautiful
and do
jacket.
not know where it went. But yeah, both,
yeah.
because it sucks getting got. We already
yeah,
talked
dude,
about this.
don't get your got into your get. Yeah, we covered that part.
Pride fucking with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's so true.
Hey, here's one for both of you. And this is from Brittany Albertson. Oh, love your store. What do... Don't you fucking groan.
Was that cheap?
Don't groan at me.
I think that was cheap.
Don't you groan at me. If I
made it
wanted to
all
be
the way back
groaned
to
at, I'd
cheap.
go see my family. Well, for both of you, don't groan back there either, ladies. No, they left. They just left. What do Molly and Bo think about Ford revealing he had spent part of his childhood, if not the entirety of it, in an orphanage? Are they more motivated to try to help the gnomish children now that they know how deeply personal an issue it is for Ford? End of question. It's now over. Sorry, that was a long one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like, Molly loves orphans, but he was like, "This is way too much work for these people we barely know." I'm happy to help out, but oh my God, yeah, this is all for Ford at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely for Ford. I mean, well, once again, I think we're trying to establish that, like you said, if you're only loyal to 8 people in the world, hopefully it's these 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Ford's been there for us. I think at this point, he's got good motivations. And it definitely speaks to Bo a little bit as well. It doesn't seem like as hard as it is to Ford, but yeah.
I'll feel better once there's a plan.
Yeah.
I'll feel better once there's a plan, because right now I'm like, this seems like a lot. I'm here to help, but at the moment, this seems like a lot.
We're gonna have to call off those punks that we.
Are we?
I'm afraid if we don't, that they'll like undo everything we already did some way.
That's fair.
Oh, could be.
Like that they'll find the kids and they'll be like, "Stupid kids, you're coming with me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to call off the
God, I
punks.
didn't want to, but fine.
I know.
Oh,
You talked him into it.
Yeah.
man.
Guys, it's that time. I'm getting the
Getting the signs.
sweaty signals from Max. This is from, I'm joking. Sorry, Danny. This is from David Fox, or Foe.
David Full.
Hey, as players, how do you decide which leads to follow as more and more potential quests and opportunities arise? Have any opportunities that you really wanted to pursue this campaign seemingly fallen by the wayside?
Haven't been enough of them yet.
You feel like you guys have gotten everything you're supposed to got?
I like the Westworld theory. Is if you have some like cornerstones, then you can just sort of follow where you're going. Like Molly likes camping. Molly likes a new town.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that gets us out of town. I don't even care what town I'm in. We're going to a new town. Woo! Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I think it took a while for the party to kind of all fall pieces in line to where we were like, yeah, let's do these things. But so far, I don't feel like I don't have FOMO yet on any quest lines. If anything, it's like, glad we're not with the Crown's Guard now,
Yeah,
or
no
getting
need for
shipped
that.
to the front lines. No. Good.
No, none of that.
So if anything, it's less FOMO and more glad we dodged that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a more like be left well enough alone group for quite a while. I don't think we're going to get involved in anything big until we are literally forced to. We're not going to be looking for dragons to
I mean,
kill.
the going and like breaking out the parents and the clockwork warden and all that stuff is kind of the first one where we're like, let's play the hero game for a second.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, we're going to get something pretty cool out of that clockwork warden, but
it's true.
Yeah.
But we didn't have to do any of this.
no, this is,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fair.
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's nice giving back to a community, doing a little charity work.
Feeling good about the good decisions.
Yeah, feeling good about it.
Yeah, I got you.
I sleep well, and I don't
Yeah,
need
exactly.
tea. I sleep just
You don't
fine.
need any tea. Expensive ass tea. Well, guys, that's it.
Yep.
70 plus episodes here in this room. And we are going to say goodbye for a week, and then we'll be back online. What did you say?
It's just, I would look. Is that asbestos?
I think it might be.
I don't think I've ever looked up
That's
before.
definitely black mold.
It's just too dark.
No, I'm kidding.
We are entirely
Okay.
kidding.
Blue mold.
Look at the luck.
Well, don't forget, guys, at 9 p.m., hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your wife's kids, hide your kids from your wife. I'll be back on Asinine Wisdom at 9 p.m., so I'm going to go
Yes.
change clothes. That is all the time we have for tonight. We'll be off next week,
Yes.
back on July 10th, talking about this Thursday night's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stick around for Talks Machina After Dark, plus negligees. Taliesin's going to wear a negligee on After
That
Dark
is true, but off camera.
Yes. No, on camera. It's part of your deal. I would like to hashtag thank my guest, courtesy this week of Darling DeRollo. Not good with kids, okay?
Yeah, that's accurate.
Drunkenly smashy.
True.
And I'm your host. Had Ashley but lost her. Just kidding. She got back today.
Oh.
Yeah. Critical Role Campaign 2, Episode 25 airs this week. Until then, don't forget to love each other. Don't worry. It's almost Thursday. Stay turnt, my friends. We're back. Welcome to After Dark. Exclusively on the channel known as Project Alpha. I have questions here from the Alpha chat itself. And we shall begin with a question from...
Cheers.
Cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's really nice.
Fanfic Addict. One of my old usernames I gave up. Marisha and Taliesin, how does it feel knowing that the things you did in the last campaign directly affect this one in a huge way? Do you feel like they'll affect them in a huge
Oh,
way?
interesting. I don't think our characters are aware of that.
No,
Of course. Obviously. Probably didn't need to say that.
I mean,
No, like,
Think?
Really good
I'm gonna
friend of
regret.
Keyleth's?
yeah.
do we ever need to say anything we say on this show? No.
Yeah, I mean, I think the world would be run by dragons if we hadn't done anything. That's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like that was the one thing Matt gave us, which I'm not going to say what it was on the show. Like he gave us an example of something that if we had done things differently in the previous campaign would be
What would have
different in
happened?
this.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't want to like blow what that was or anything, but yeah,
I understand.
I'm already
I feel
irritated
like he
by
already
the
talked
guns.
about it though on our. Didn't he talk about it on
Talked
our?
about it a bit on the fireside chat.
That's
did
what I
he?
thought.
Okay.
Campaign wrap.
Yeah, on the campaign wrap up that we
Oh,
did.
yeah.
When he said if we hadn't killed Raishan, that she would come back as
That would have been a thing.
that Mighty Nine would have had to deal with Raishan.
Dang.
So yeah, so that's cool. We don't have to deal with deceitful green liar dragon.
Yeah.
Other dragons.
Just other
Just probably
other
other ones.
terrible things in the world.
Franer Cakes has an interesting question for you guys. Are there things you love or hate about doing live shows in front of an audience like the one during Gen Con? I mean, there's a lot to love.
I don't know about
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
The only thing that I do not like that we are trying to work on is sometimes it is hard for us to hear each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we run into that often, like
Yeah.
sometimes with panels, and you just need like either good feedback monitors or what I'm actually talking about trying to look into is getting
A little ear thing,
IFB,
so that we can look like we're trying to
earpieces.
sell a new iPhone.
100%. 100%. But at least we would have the show audio pumped into our ears so we could hear each other
Yeah.
on the other hand.
You could do like
yeah.
the Lady Marmalade opening too. And all
It's-
that.
Yes, yeah.
Kind of a,
Lady Marmalade.
There we
Yeah.
are.
it's kind of a running
Just
joke.
Terrible. Thank you.
There's kind of a running joke with us about the panels because usually it's like Travis and Marisha that sit by me, and then everyone further down the table, I can't hear
A
thing.
any.
Yeah.
I just look to see when they're done talking, and then we go to the next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have, there's so many of us too. If they do have one little thing for us to be able to hear, it's way down
It's
in
way
the
down,
middle of the
and then,
table.
like, by the time it claps, like the echo clapbacks, and that's weird, and people are like laughing or applauding, and you're
Yeah.
like, so yeah, if you guys ever see us on a panel and be like,
Wait, what's
what
happening?
did he say?
Yeah. it's
Everyone's
like, it's
laughing.
so
Why
hard to
is
hear.
everyone that's why. We
Yeah.
can't hear shit.
The live shows are fun. The energy is great.
Oh, it's
the
awesome.
Meeting
I
a lot
live
of
for your outfits.
You live for the outfits, yeah. Yeah, that's a very polarizing event every year, but this year we'll show them what's
You're
up.
wearing them for us, not for them.
It's true. That's 100% true.
know.
Like walking in the room and seeing everyone's reaction is like the best part.
It's just for us.
All right, guys. Undercover Goth.
Yay!
No relation.
Yeah, no relation.
Your posse? Oh, no relation.
No relation.
Yeah. If the hour of honor were a thing in real life, would you win amazingly or fail miserably?
Well, if I were younger, if I were a younger man in my early 20s, I would have done very well. I was
think
I was
I'd
a, I
actually
was
do
a beast.
okay.
These days, I wouldn't. I am a lightweight.
I think
now.
I would beat you now.
Oh yeah, I'm a super lightweight these days.
My metabolism freaks me out sometimes.
Did you ever go drinking with Hannah? By the way, my ex-roommate. Did you and Hannah?
She's a force to be reckoned
Hannah's
with.
a beast.
No, she's.
Oh.
Really? Big
Oh yeah, you
drinker?
black out, and the last thing you see is she's like standing over you, going, "I'm gonna take shit out of your wallet." And it's like,
Oh, God.
She's like my size. Yeah, she's
Smaller.
scrappy, maybe
Yeah.
maybe tinier.
yeah, she's.
If
tiny,
anything, she
tiny.
might be like IRL Bo.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's pretty intense.
I miss that girl.
She's
I'm gonna
great.
text her.
I love her. She's great.
Let's get in some fights. Let's call her up.
Yeah.
She'll fight.
Guys, Alan Scher's lover, for both of you, what zodiac sign do you think your characters are?
Oh,
Talison's
jeez.
Molly's all of them.
Well, there's no zodiac, technically speaking,
Yeah.
because that requires a constellation system, which we don't have. I've
I
been
think we have.
something, but
Something.
we have to figure out what it is.
Matt would have to invent it.
I've been playing with the thing.
You never underestimate Matt.
No, he makes a lot of stuff.
He makes a lot of shit.
I'm sure there's something like that.
Because I know he's got like month names and all that stuff. He'd probably do something. But in our zodiac system,
I don't know.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
For Bo.
Scorpio for Bo. That makes sense.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Scorpios are.
Maybe
Scary.
Virgo for Molly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Or Leo.
Or a Cancer.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I was-
Molly's an Aries.
You just
Yeah.
got 4 signs.
He's got 4
Yeah,
signs.
he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, all of them. Taliesin D Evolve says, is there a reason why Molly has not tried the cube?
Actually, he's a little hesitant about it. It looks a little weird. Yeah, that's a little outside out of his feeling of safety.
Yeah.
He, while drunk, probably will at some point. I think it's one of those things he will do drunkenly at some
Yeah.
point.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you been actively avoiding it?
I've been actively not raising my hand and being like, oh, someone else did. That's fine.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's not his. He's been actively avoiding it, but he's definitely been like, that doesn't look okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks a little. I'll do some dumb shit to myself, but I don't know where that thing came from.
I also didn't pick up that you were avoiding Kiri.
Oh yeah. Polite, nice, but definitely not trying to bond.
Not trying to bond.
with what
Not
is
the way, like,
basically a
Jester
Thanksgiving
is.
dinner. I mean,
Well, wow, yeah.
Kiri's adorable, but like 6 hit points. Oh,
That's so frightening.
Honestly, the fact that she's still with us is kind of a miracle.
Yeah.
I keep thinking
True.
of that mouse. I told you, she reminds me of that mouse that those Marines let out at like on the YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had this conversation, last game. Have you seen this video? It's
No.
it's a bunch of Marines, and you can tell they were on like a base, and there was a mouse that had got in there, and they captured it.
In a trash can.
Yeah.
And they like, all right, little guy, and they were like, okay, and they let him out. And like, all right, be free, little guy. I'm like,
You see him go across the lawn, and then
Whoa.
and the poor guy is just like he drops.
he drops. He's just he's like
Drops to his knees, and he's like, he didn't last 5 minutes.
Damn.
They're so upset.
damn.
I feel so bad for him.
like just
That's
they're like
terrible.
Just the epitome of trying to do something good and then
immediately.
it's just gone.
Yep. That's amazing.
What's wrong with you people?
Oh, that's great. I love shit like that. Link me, Marisha, later.
Oh yeah.
It's so sad.
There's a whole genre on YouTube of kids like holding small
Holding
animals.
it,
and,
yeah,
like,
and the bird. I was gonna say there was
birds of
also the
prey.
kid with the guinea
with
pig.
the guinea pig.
Oh,
and
yeah.
his dad is
What do y'all do at night?
Just watch people's lives be ruined by their pets dying.
in front of them.
Scarred for life.
Yep.
Oh God. Yes. Sorry.
Don't apologize. This is After Dark.
Yeah.
Taliesin Sunlit Lake asks, what led to the decision to make Miniature Percy's Mini Percy so well endowed? It cannot be unseen.
I didn't notice before any. I mean, like I felt like he wasn't the. Is that actually a thing? Okay, let me take a look. All right, where is he?
Look
He's
at your
unpainted. He's in the middle.
crotch.
I mean, like it's actually just more of like the traditional pants cut for that because you have a third piece. I don't think it was not really a. There he is.
Where is he? Oh, there. No, that's
him.
no, it's the.
When you see it in person, it's not. But
No,
like
the
that's
Percy. They're talking about
the Percy one.
PP.
I-
Yeah, that's not
You
here.
look like you're packing.
Do I look like I'm packing?
Yeah.
You're having just guns.
Well, he did all right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's got a
Not
few
have
guns.
5 kids.
Percy did okay.
Yeah, so many kids. You guys are so fertile.
BDE.
Yeah.
I learned a new phrase today, so I'll use it. BDE.
What's that?
Big dick energy. It's a whole thing.
Dick energy?
Maggie Levin sent me this article. It's the worst thing on earth. I'm so sorry. It's terrible. If I forget, I said it on the internet now. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, you said
I
it
just
now.
really wanted to understand this one tweet about Riverdale, and it didn't make any sense. So I had to Google a bunch of shit. This is my
You went
day.
that far on that Riverdale tweet?
I know.
That Riverdale tweet was weird, and I couldn't figure it
I've
out.
never watched Riverdale. Is
It's
it good?
so good.
Is that the one that's What's that about?
It's about Archie characters, except they're all having sex.
Has anybody ever put this on?
No.
think so.
No.
Oh,
It's not going to save
oh
you.
God. Oh no.
That's way better than I was hoping.
Oh no.
Yes!
Oh no.
It's just a flesh wound.
I am entertained.
Oh boy.
It's very penis head of you.
Do I look hella D&D?
Yeah.
That thing is either gonna. Oh.
Wait.
That made an audible sound.
That thing is either gonna break you or you're gonna break it.
Oh man.
Just don't break your nose before asinine.
No, it's really far from my nose. I can fit my whole fist in here.
Says
Smells
fitting
pretty
3
awful
fingers.
though, to be
Talk
to be
Machina.
honest with you
can fit
guys.
your whole
Whole fist in here.
Yeah.
This is really heavy. But it's made of the finest fiberglass in the land.
Here, I'll take
Get
that.
that
You're
a
just gonna.
Pasadena Rose Bowl.
Was this a
Yeah,
Rose Bowl
that
purchase?
was a
It
Rose Bowl
was.
purchase.
Yeah, you're supposed to actually put a thing in here that you. Yeah, there's like a.
Where
Yeah, there's
were
not
we?
a lot of padding in there.
No, you have a thing that you put on first, and then.
Where were we the night before?
Oh man.
You guys had Matt Key's wedding the night before.
That was so exhausting.
Did they get married in
That's what
November?
It was. Yes.
Yeah, because you guys
Yes,
showed
they
up.
did.
We went to the. Hold on.
He
Oh,
has
sorry,
has a
Max.
spouse?
Sorry, we forgot to tell Max that Matt Key was.
doing that?
Right.
No.
Yeah, you guys went to the wedding, and then the next day we all got up super early and went to the Rose Bowl to go buy
hungover.
the Tox Machina
That
set.
table?
That's where we got
Yeah.
this guy. Yeah, actually,
About that crazy book.
if you guys didn't read it, Kelly Knox did a really cool write-up about like the Tox Machina set on the Geek and Sundry website. So go there and find that because yeah, Kelly did a great job. But I told her this is one of my favorite pieces because the guy wanted a lot of money for this, and Laura got him down.
Laura went nuts.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
vexed him down.
Hard. Yeah, we did not leave until we had that thing.
Oh, this is new.
That was there. It is. Yeah.
I would like to buy.
Hold on. There we go.
I would like to buy some candy, please. Hap, just so cute. How do you even stand it? Oh goodness.
This is so.
Goodness.
Okay, let's.
Hey.
Okay, that's a lot.
No, it's not.
It's the mustache.
Did you see last week?
Yes, I did.
We did some really. I mean, the Ford eyes. This is coming with us, right?
No.
Yeah, it's
Let's
ours.
make sure that doesn't break.
Yeah, it's like ceramic.
Those eyes
The
really
fans sent us
follow
that.
you around the room.
They-
Everything you see here will pretty much be going with us, and we'll have some new additions. We're constantly swapping out some stuff for new Mighty Nine. There's a lot of campaign 2 in this already. It's looking good.
There's going to be a bit of a shakeup anyway, just because we have some stuff we've been wanting to put on the
Yes.
shelves, and then we have some
Yeah,
other
switch up.
projects for some of the stuff too. So
Yeah. Everything's
Get
gonna
out of
look.
that thing.
Everything's
It's
gonna look a
exciting.
little bit taller, a little bit baller. Well, guys, I'm being told it's time to go. We have to get ready for Asinine Wisdom.
Ah, yes, ass in 9 wisdom.
Ass in 9 Wisdom.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for submitting questions through the Alpha Chat. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Courtney, as always. Thank you, esteemed guests. Thank you, crew. They all left.
Yeah.
All right.
Really just me now.
It's really just Danny. Closing time. Good night, guys.
Upon these
We'll see you in
lobs.
2 weeks.
You can get a lot of money for these lobs.
Yeah.
Swap them.
Great.
Let's put them on
A-Lobs,
Craigslist
Chris
right
won't
now.
care.
Lob